Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you guys what I did to make my Sukhoi fly a lot better than the stock setup. With the stock setup of the Sukhoi, my Sukhoi could barely do a loop. I could get one loop off, and then after that it was already stalling on going up, and I could not do a second loop ever. It flew pretty slow, couldn't really flip over and like have full control all the time. It would really easily stall. Now you can regain control as long as you had high enough altitude, but it didn't fly well. So many things, many people have been doing things to their Sukhoi. I've done 3 really quick and easy things that make this thing fly amazing. The first one was I added 2 pieces of, it's actually soldering wire. I just taped 2 pieces on. I started with 1 piece and it wasn't enough weight, so I added a second piece. My CG is right around 39-40 centimeters now. I mean 40 millimeters, 39-40 millimeters, and it flies perfect. The problem that I had with the Sukhoi originally for flying upside down is the elevator had to be upwards, giving it upwards thrust or upwards action in order to keep the plane steady, because the nose was so tail heavy. So then if you went upside down, the nose is still tail heavy, but instead of giving upward thrust, you're now giving downward thrust. So upside down flight was really poor with the Sukhoi until you get that center of gravity evened out. So that's the first main thing, is get your center of gravity evened out. Somewhere around 35 to 40 millimeters is perfect. Now inside the Sukhoi I made one change. The motor is different. Now my original motor, which I have here, comes with red and black wire. It started making a little bit of a funny noise. I don't know what the noise was, but it wasn't really, it was just making a funny noise. So I decided, you know, I wonder if the MSR motor is stronger. As you can see here, sorry it's really bad up close. This is the original motor, it's got red and black wires. This is the MSR motor plug, it's got black and white wires. It's a different motor. It fits into the the Sukhoi's mount just perfectly. I took out the mount and I slid in the motor. So this is an MSR motor in here. Now the MSR weighs 1 ounce while flying. The Sukhoi stock weighs 1.1 ounce while flying. So I figured the MSR can whip that helicopter straight up in the air super quick. I figured the motor might be a little stronger. And honestly, since I changed the motor to the MSR motor from the stock Sukhoi motor, I do notice a lot more speed and power. And then the final thing that you're going to want to do for sure, this is the second most important thing over the fixing the CG with weight, is the GWS 5043 or GWS 5030 prop. It makes a world of difference. And you can get these little, there's only one left on this ring, I've used a couple and a couple fallen off. You can get these little prop adapters. And how they work is they stick into the propeller. This prop adapter, like this one on the end here, goes into the front of the propeller, and then it screws on the plane really simply. So GWS 5043 propeller is going to give you sorry, a lot more power, a lot more speed. The motor, like I said, I really just did it for fun to see if the MSR motor was stronger, and it seems to be. I seem to be getting a lot more power. So that's all I did. I left the receiver where it was. Like I said, I just added weight. Lots of people say, oh, you shouldn't add weight, it's just adding weight, blah blah. But the very little bit of amount of weight that you need, I mean, that looks like a lot of metal, but solder is really light. You could use like a heavier piece of metal that was smaller. Really, the amount of weight you need to change the center of gravity isn't enough to really cause any flight problems with weight. Let me go ahead and quickly tape this up, and I'm going to try to show you a flight with it. And I don't have a camera person here, so I'm going to just put down the camera outside and try to get the best flight video I can. I've got to tape it up here again, because I had my sides off. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I'm just taping it. Back closed again. Alright, there we have it, back closed. Let me plug in the battery and then we'll take it outside. Alright, we're ready to go. Alright, I'm just going to set up the camera here on this chair. And it's going to give us a pretty good view of the sky up there. I'll try to keep the plane up there and show you some stuff up in the sky. Trying to get it in the camera view. I don't know if it is right now. Hopefully it is right here, but one loop, two loops. Let's get it more in the camera. It says plenty of power. Oh, I'm getting a little low here. I don't know if you can see it, I just went straight up like in a hover. I think I'm getting too high for the camera. Here's some upside down flight, quick spins. Hopefully you saw that one. Really quick now. I have no problem doing any type of loop. Spins are super fast. I can hover straight up doing loops, or just doing rolls. I don't know if you can see it, it's really high, but it's out there. Let me see actually if I can bring this back. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you got any video there. I'm going to try to zoom in and over this court because that's where I do most of the tricks. See if I can do some tricks right over that. Get a little closer actually. Alright, let's try that. Getting too far away, I know. Has no problem doing any type of loops. I don't know if I'm going too high, I hope not. I can do a lot more tricks with it, I'm just trying to stay in the camera. I feel like I'm just like fighting to stay in the camera right now. Oh, landed on the ground. Wonder if I can get into there, actually. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I landed in the tennis courts. Landed good, but I'm in the tennis courts. I wonder if I can get into there.